What's up? Got a word for you. I remember one time in life I was going through it. I mean, things just ain't seem like they was adding up. It was crazy. It was like, door after door get shut, trip after trip, meaning like a fall at the fall, fail at the fail, right? You in that space. I remember God sent the word through somebody else and he said, listen, weeping may endure for the night, but joy comes with the morning light. And this person went on to tell me, like, that morning light, it might not be tomorrow, but you just gotta keep going. I remember another word that I got was, everybody wanna get to the light at the end of the tunnel, but don't nobody wanna walk through the darkness. Listen, you just gotta keep going. You say, well, Lomax, all your messages are the same. You saying keep going, you say quit on quitting, and at the end, you gonna say something like, yeah, right? Most of the times it seems like you yelling at me, right? Like most of the time when I'm listening to things like this that's supposed to be motivating and inspiring and pumping me up, right? It seemed like the people yelling at me. Man, it seemed like don't nobody else know what I'm going through. Man, it seems like it's easier to say, don't do this or do that from the outside looking in. That's what it seemed like. It seemed like don't nobody else know what you got going on. But here's the thing that I know, right? Through my journey, through others that I know that has gotten to certain thresholds and things like that, everybody's gone through the same thing. Here's the one thing that you won't ever need to be fooled with in life. Don't ever be fooled with thinking that people ain't going through the same obstacles as you. Don't ever be fooled with thinking that people ain't had to overcome the same thing as you. Don't never be fooled with thinking that, doubt don't creep into people's mind. Also, it ain't just you, but these other people choose to push through. So you at a space where you gotta choose to push through. You gotta make that choice. You gotta make that decision that no matter what happens, I'm gonna handle it. Look, if you make the decision, no matter what happens, you know you'll handle it, then fear disappears. People always talk about courage, right? What's the old definition of courage? Not the absence of fear, doing it in spite of fear. So you might be afraid to start that new business. You might be afraid to write that book. You might be afraid to start that new job. You might be afraid to get yourself out of a situation because it's the only thing that you know, right? The fear, the unknown, be crippling people more than the fear of what they know. That's why they say people would rather settle for known hells instead of unknown heavens. Stop letting fear cripple you. Stop letting fear stop you. Get out of your own head. Get into life. It's time is now. Now is the time. Now is the time that you have to do something with your life. I don't care what happened before, what didn't happen before. Here's what I can tell you though. Don't be fooled. Don't trick yourself. Don't trick yourself. Oh, them people don't know what I'm going through. Man, there's people that's going through the same thing and worse, and they show up every single day with a smile on their face. They say the man was complaining about his shoes until he met the man with no feet. There's somebody going through worse. That doesn't mean that proportionate to your life, your size of your obstacles ain't huge. But here's what I know. God is bigger. Your purpose is bigger. Your destiny is bigger. Your dream is bigger. You just got to know it at all times and keep going. Let's get it. We can do anything. And I mean anything. Let's go.